My wife is Crisp, Clara Crisp, my name. They want my initials too, my initials. 55 years old. Graham County. And you want me to tell about the sewing? Well, back when I was growing up, first sewing I done, I was about 13 years old, I guess. And I sewed with my fingers and made sheets, pillow cases, and all kinds of bedclothes with my fingers. I never sewed any on the machine till I was nearly grown. I guess about 17 years old. We didn't can any, and my grandmother didn't. She always dried her stuff up till I was nearly grown. She done her cooking mostly on the farm. She never had any stove till I was grown. And she could bake cakes. She was just nice, one of the best old-timey cooks. She baked in the oven. She done her baking in the oven. She baked cakes, I don't know what number of cakes she's baked in an oven. Yeah, she baked them on the fire. Take out her coals and put her oven down on the fire. She'd bake them and heat the oven as she went, you know, to bake her cakes. She'd bake her cornbread in pones. She'd take it up and bake her potatoes. Sometimes the family wasn't any gone. She'd put her cake of bread on one side and potatoes in the other. That's most of the way we lived in my younger days, the way my grandmother lived. What was you going to say? No, we didn't do any canning until I was grown, nearly grown, before I saw any canning. Fruit, apples, and blackberries. They didn't dry any other kind of berries. That's about all the dried stuff we had that I remember. No. Well, they dry their beans, yes. They dry leather britches beans, what they call it. I suppose I've got some there.
How long you dry the beans?
Well, I dry mine in the sun. My grandmother dried hers on the strings, hung them up in the porch or around the fireplace and dried them. And she dried pumpkin that way. And I don't dry any pumpkin myself, but I still dry the leather britches beans. That's what you call them then. I suppose that's what you want.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anything else now would be any important. Oh, yes, those was pound cakes. And the way she baked her cakes now, at Christmas time, times was hard then, so they didn't have, they couldn't afford this stuff all the time. The way they baked them at Christmas time, she'd take a dozen of eggs, and a pound of sugar, and a pound of butter. And she'd make her pound cakes and pour them in a pan with a pound cake pan, they call them. They had a spout on it that way, and pour this dough right around this, and hit it raised to the top with a hole in the middle. And she'd get her a wild leaf, flower, or something or other, and decorate the top of that, usually a holly berry. And or else she'd stick a large piece of candy down there, put them on the Christmas tree for her old friends. And they'd sing and laugh and talk and enjoy themselves through Christmas. That's about all there is to the pound cake, except a little flavoring she'd use.